Well, the NFL season has come to a close. The Super Bowl was last night, and with it came a lot of promotion for upcoming films this year. Now, what we've been seeing a lot of in the past few years is studios releasing trailers for their films a few days before the game and then airing a quick little spot before or during the game saying that the trailer is online now, or, and this is a lot less frequent now, the trailer drops online at the same time or shortly after the little teaser during the game. This used to be the more dominant way to highlight these teasers, but we've been seeing less of that and more of these trailers coming out before, or in one of the cases with one of the films that we're going to talk about, coming out in a few days. So we're going to really talk about these trailers briefly, nothing too in-depth. Just I'm going to talk about what I liked about them, my favorite ones, and, well, I'm sure by my hat you can tell what my favorite trailer probably was. And I will say this as a big Kansas City Chiefs fan, these trailers were the best part of that game. They really were. It is what it is. Let's talk about some movies, shall we? And I have a list up on my computer of all of the trailers that showed a little teaser last night or before the game. And I'm just going to kind of go down the list here. So first up is the live-action Lilo and Stitch film that comes out this summer. I am a little surprised that this is the film that Disney wanted to promote because they have Snow White coming up in a little over a month now. And I know that there is some controversy surrounding that film, and so I can understand wanting to kind of minimize the promotion, the large-scale promotion of that film, but it coming out in March and hoping to tap into spring break audiences, I really thought that we would actually see a teaser and a new trailer for this film last night, but I was surprised that Lilo and Stitch dropped a sort of teaser. I enjoyed what they did for this film. I thought it was really fun, got a laugh out of me. I thought it was cute, it was clever. It didn't show any footage from the film, but I thought it was a fun little teaser to promote the film. So, in my book, that is a win. Jurassic World Rebirth also had a teaser, and this was really, I did my best, but I couldn't really pick out any new footage. It really was just a stitched together version of the trailer, and when it got done, it said that the trailer was online, which, as we know, that trailer dropped last Wednesday, and I didn't make a video about it because last week was busy, but I really enjoy the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth, and as somebody who wasn't big on the most recent trilogy, I was kind of hesitant about another installment and Universal's desire to fast-track it so much, but visually I thought it looked great. The cast looks like they're having a lot of fun, and I've heard that this film is really aiming to bring back the horror element and focus on scaring the audience a little bit more, and I really like that idea. Amp up the suspense. I mean, this movie is going to be violent, it looks like. I don't think everybody's going to make it out, and that's really what I want from this film. In the previous trilogy, the stakes never really felt that high. It never felt like at any moment one of our main characters could die, and I want that from this. I mean, it's humans going up against dinosaurs. Come on. I mean, we need that level of uncertainty. So I enjoyed the trailer when it debuted on Wednesday, and I enjoyed this little teaser last night. I'm looking forward to this film. I'm still cautiously optimistic, but I am actually looking forward to that. And if you had told me a year ago that I would be excited for this film, I wouldn't have believed you. But here we are. I think it looks like a lot of fun, and this teaser really does really heighten that sense of entertainment. Megan 2.0 also had a teaser last night, and it was just the same one from the Grammys last week. I didn't even expect this teaser last night. I thought that after the Grammys that we wouldn't see anything until an actual trailer. But, I mean, why wouldn't you go ahead and just drop your same teaser that you did last week? Get more eyes on it, get people talking about the film. It did get people talking about it where I was at watching the game. I'm interested in this film. I had fun with the first one. I don't think it was anything spectacular, but I had fun with it. I'll watch the sequel. So yeah, Megan 2.0. The live action How to Train Your Dragon also had a teaser, and this is one that I'm just very confused by. I mean, when you have such a phenomenal film in the original animated one, why would you want to go back and do that again in live action form? This method has worked before. I do like Jon Favreau's The Jungle Book, but with something as recent as How to Train Your Dragon, I don't really get this. But I will say, hearing that iconic score over this teaser gave me chills, but it wasn't excitement for this one. It was nostalgia and love for the original. So again, I'm not quite won over by this one yet. Visually, it does look good. It looks a lot better than I expected, and I think introducing kids to this franchise, this will be a very effective way of doing so, and then go back and show them the animated film. I don't know. I'm hoping this actually turns out really, really great and rivals the original. But with a deep love for that original film, I'm just having a hard time being won over by this one. But it was a fun teaser. I'm interested to see how this turns out. One of Paramount's teasers last night was for Novocaine, a film that comes out in just a little over a month, and one that really snuck up on me. And I'm really excited to see this film now. It looks like a lot of fun. Jack Quaid having 2 films in 2 months. Are Jack Quaid and Nicholas Hoult seeing who can have the most films in a single year? I mean, what? Last year, Nicholas Hoult had Juror Number 2 and Nosferatu in close succession. This year, Jack Quaid has Companion and Novocaine. What is his competition? But Novocaine looks like it's a lot of fun. Every time I see that trailer in theaters, it makes me laugh. The action looks chaotic. It looks energetic. And so I'm looking forward to this one next month. I really am. So seeing another teaser for it just maintained that level of excitement for me. And, of course, the big 3 teasers from yesterday: Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, a film that I, of course, am very excited to see. Dead Reckoning was a bit of a step down, in my opinion. I still enjoyed it. I still thought it was a pretty great action film, but it was a bit of a step down from Fallout, which I consider one of the greatest action films and one of my favorite action films. It was a bit of a step down. I still enjoyed it. The Final Reckoning looks crazy. I mean, the stunts that were highlighted in this little teaser, you can really feel the stakes with this one. I don't know if this is going to be the last one. I have a feeling that this is just kind of a way that, you know, if the box office isn't quite as strong, kind of like it was with Dead Reckoning, Paramount can choose to end this franchise, but if it really bumps back up to the capabilities this franchise has at the box office, they can continue it on. Tom Cruise can decide to continue it on. I think this is really just kind of a just in case sort of finale, but the stakes are still felt nonetheless. The sequence with Tom Cruise flying the plane, it had my jaw on the floor. I've read some things that came out today, actually, about the underwater sequence he did that just made me even more interested in the film. These always raise the bar, and that's one thing that cannot be denied about these films. They keep raising the bar to an even crazier height. I mean, when I'm drawing a blank on the name. Oh my gosh. Wow, I can't think of the one, but the one that opens with him hanging onto the side of the plane. You know, when I saw that, I was like, how do you top that? And then they did. and they just keep finding a way to raise the bar. I mean, the last one had Tom Cruise riding a bike off of a cliff and jumping off of it. Like, what? How do you go from there? They always find a way to amp up the stakes, amp up the intensity, and amp up the entertainment in these films. I mean, going and watching these in a theater is one of my favorite things. They always provide an exhilarating experience. And so, of course, I am really, really excited for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, and that teaser only solidified that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my favorite one here. I'm not going to talk about it too much. And it aired before the game, but the F1 teaser. I mean, like I said in the beginning of this, you can tell by my hat, what my favorite trailer probably was. And this is my most anticipated film of the year. So when I heard that the possibility was there for an F1 teaser, I was super excited. And it delivered. I mean, this looks exhilarating. Putting IMAX cameras in an F1 car. I mean, come on, that's Joseph Kosinski, the director who did Top Gun. Maverick is doing this film, so I expected nothing less. I fully expected an immersive, exhilarating, high-octane experience, and the teaser, while it really just highlights a lot of tiny clips, you can feel that intensity. Several sequences with Brad Pitt battling a Red Bull, the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. I can't wait to see that battle on track. And every time you would watch an F1 race this past season and they would talk about Brad Pitt filming his movie there, the commitment of the entire cast and crew on this film, they were at so many races throughout the F1 season, which is a very extensive season. It's 24 races in 10 months. It's intense, but they were there at a lot of the races filming with the drivers out on the track. So this is going to be a really authentic, to a degree, racing film that we don't get much of anymore. I mean, the last one I can think of, aside from Ford v Ferrari, is Rush, and that was quite a while ago. Also an F1 film, by the way, that I really, really enjoy. But I'm really looking forward to a summer racing film, and it's about F1. Has Brad Pitt, the director of Top Gun Maverick. I was sold when I heard the concept, and now that we're seeing footage from this film, I cannot wait for this one. I am deliriously excited. But the big trailer last night was for Marvel's Thunderbolts. I figured this would be the film that they would promote. Why wouldn't it be? It's the one that comes out not long after Captain America. We just had a Fantastic Four teaser to tide us over a little bit with that. It felt perfectly appropriate to release a new trailer for Thunderbolts. And you know what? I'm getting pretty excited for this film. I don't think I saw the teaser that came out before this one, now that I'm thinking about it. But I really enjoyed this one. The camaraderie between these characters looks like it'll be a lot of fun. There's some heart woven in, particularly with David Harbour's Red Guardian. He's, I feel like, going to be the real emotional center of this team. And it looks like a lot of fun. The action's there. The comedy's there. Like I said, the heart seems to be there. This could really be a fun early summer hit, I think. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I didn't think that I would be. It really is feeling like the Marvel's Suicide Squad. I wish they could try and find a way to kind of shy away from that, but I don't know if there really is. I mean, I don't read comics, so I don't know the Thunderbolts too well, but I don't know. There's got to be a way to kind of make it feel like its own thing, but I was watching this trailer, and it really just felt so intrinsically tied to the Suicide Squad just with Marvel characters. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm way off base here, but that's really my only sort of nitpick with this trailer. Other than that, I enjoyed the heck out of it. I'm getting a lot more excited for really almost all of these films. And that's, I mean, you watch a trailer to gain interest and excitement in the film itself, and all of these did that really for me. So I would consider it a pretty successful night for film trailers at the Super Bowl. Again, the best part of that game, if you're a Chiefs fan and a film fan. But what did you think of these trailers? What were your favorite ones? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much, as always, for watching this video. I really, really do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more film content from me. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.